All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a look at this new clear live. We'll turn on all the modifiers. There we go. Make my day. Yeah, so nothing surprising, right? We got Melissa doing Melissa stuff. You know, wearing just like resistance gear and building morale and all that fun stuff, right?
Get to the chopper.
There you go. Abigail is just doing lots of tanking, wearing Blizzard Orb and resistance stuff and whatever. She's also got Eye of the Dragon, very important. I'll be back. Wearing the Jex Vision card. We've got Ong here. We're doing a water clear, so Ong is here, and he's got all the stuff. He's got, you know, killers, LB damage, true double hand, and he's wearing the Richt Vision card, and just has killers. There you go. You're 5 shards from EXP barrel. I am like 11 from barrel. I'm really close. This is the one I'm really excited about. So Tifa. So Tifa gears really easily for this fight. So if you look at her shift form, she naturally gears overcap for Beast Killer just automatically, and then she's only like she's I'm a little short on Beast on Machine actually. Let's see if I can't fix that. What is this? Is this Machine only? Yeah, let's put some Machine Killer on. What is it called? Mechanic. Ooh, we're a little short on. Hold on. Let's see if we have any Machine Killer that actually has like attack on it. Like that. Yeah, buddy. There we go. So we got Beast, Human, Machine, LB, True Dual Wield, and no EX ability because I don't have one for her yet. And then she's got a Rebellion Vision card. But yeah, she's got 23,000 attack. Pretty sick. Pretty nice. So there she is with all that goodness. And then base form, she's got the High Celestite Pendant. She's got a bunch of HP, and then she's got Tifa's Spirit, and that's gonna be useful as we go through the clear. Okay. There she is. Kaito, pretty normal build. He's got the Celestite Rod, and then a bunch of what stuff. Yes, that is Lightning's Vision card because Tifa is a Rebellion unit, and it's good for her. Yeah. Kaito's wearing Ibarra's Vision card. Here's his build. You know, he's got Beast, Human, Machine, LB, True Double Hand, Chain Cap, normal stuff. There's Kaito. He does the least damage in the party. And then Chow. So this is where it gets interesting. So Chow is, you know, LB or True Double Hand, Beast, Human, Machine, LB. He's got all the killers. He's got his own vision card. He's got this bracer. So he's got the bracer. I decided to buy the bracer. Even though, yeah, Kaito is there for imbue and break. So he does do a little bit of damage, but he's not the main damage dealer by a long stretch. He imbues, or he's there for breaks and imperils. And then we got the High Celestite bracer. So I decided to buy it, and it can be useful even though it's getting like kind of nerfed a little bit or like fixed to where it doesn't work for Noctis. It's still useful for some units, and we're gonna use it on Tifa here to kind of demonstrate that. And so yeah, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff. If you don't have Kaito, Metza, depends on if you're doing a light clear or a water clear. If you're doing water clear, then take Metza. If you're doing light, bring Prompto. Does Tifa double LB dip? So she kind of does. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be giving her the highest Celestite pendant, which is a mod boost of a significant mod boost with full morale, right? So she'll be getting quite a bit. And then on top of that, she's going to also stack it with Tifa's Spirit, in which we're going to extend for the entire fight. And she's got Titus Garb. So Titus Garb gives her a modifier boost for the first 5 turns, which we're now going to extend for the entire fight. So she's going to have all those mods stacked up, and then she's going to hit boss really, really hard. Well, hard for her, with her very high attack stat. And that's our team. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first 2 turns are dangerous, so I'm gonna kind of pause here, and then if it goes bad, we'll kind of just pick back up and try again. It's basically just RNG, you know, is what it is. And then we'll see if we can't get through the first 2 turns. Once you get past the second turn, it gets much safer. So we'll go ahead and go. Okay, here goes. Should I take my glasses off? Probably. That way I can see. Okay. All right, so not that surprising here for most of this stuff, right? We're gonna start with Ong. Yes, you can get rank 1 with units that are not EX3. So you have to have 16 EX levels. So if you have 2 units that are not EX3 but are EX2, you're fine. We're gonna start with Ong doing Waterga, and then he's gonna use a Cleansing Arrow and Impaling Arrow. That's gonna get rid of all the debuffs on us, get rid of the bosses, some of the stuff on the boss as well, and hit the boss with waters to seal the boss. So there's that. So the boss loses everything, and we lost all of our bad stuff. From here, Kaito's going to shift, and he's going to put up Sun Glitter, Destabilizing, and Deep. Tifa is going to just use the Gilded Pendant. That lasts for 5 turns. There she goes. Chow, before Kaito goes, is going to use Protectka, Bar Waterja, Ocean Magic, and Netherworld Stream. And they're just going to kind of go together. There we go. Doesn't really matter. Abigail is going to use Contingency, Methodical, and Shelga. And then the last person to go is gonna be Melissa, who's gonna use Chronic Flow, Parasol Shield, and then imbue the boss for 3 turns with All-Consuming Darkness. And we'll see how this first turn goes. We may lose somebody, we may not. It just depends on the boss's RNG. I think we're okay. Yeah, we didn't lose anybody. Nice. All right, so that was the most dangerous turn in the whole fight. All right, this next turn does not really matter too much how we do it, so we're just going to use Ong to go first. And he's going to go Awaken Divinity, Clear Sun, and Rolling Mist. Yes, having Jack's card on Abigail is really game-changing. Tifa is going to use Tifa's Spirit. Now, normally Tifa's Spirit only lasts 2 turns, right? But the Bracer is going to make it last longer. Kaito's going to put up the Killers, and then just fill morale. Chow is going to do Beast Killer on Tifa 2 Netherworld streams, and then you can do whatever you want with the 4th action. I'm just gonna use another Netherworld stream. Abigail is gonna cover, take over, provoking for 2 turns, and then use drone type L for a light resistance buff. Here we go. Yeah, it is a premium card. And then Melissa is going to use shared immunity, Bar Dark check, because the boss is still imbued with dark, so we are going to have dark resistance, and that's going to help. And then Minutes of Might just to fill morale. Yeah, he does need to be EX3. I think we're okay. We made it to turn 3. I think we're gonna be good. All right, so this is cool. If you've never seen this before, here's what this looks like. This one that says boosts certain LB effects, that's the pendant that we used. And this here that says boosts certain LB effects, that's 1 turn, that's Tifa's Spirit. We're gonna use Chow now, Brown Cow, to use Gilded Bracer on Tifa. And those go from 3 and 1 turn remaining to 8 and 6 turns remaining. So now they're just gonna be like in place for the rest of the fight. Very, very cool. We're gonna do a little bit of damage this turn. We're gonna use Ong's base LB, Kaito's shift LB, and Tifa's shift LB. Abigail is gonna use her SLB at the end of the fight, or end of the turn. Before we do our chaining here, we're gonna use Beast and Human Killer on Ong, because he's kind of our best damage dealer right this moment. And then throw up a Hasten Recovery. Just for more like get rid of debuffs and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure we have debuffs right now, right? Yeah, we have water and light resistance. So we're going to use Hasten Recovery. So that got rid of that. So now we don't have Imperils anymore. So let's go ahead and chain. I'm going to send Tifa and then Kaito and Ong. So kind of like this. Cool. And then that's just mainly to get Tifa stacked up and potentially do a little bit of damage. But now Abigail's gonna use her SLB, and we are gonna be very, very safe from here on out. Hopefully taking pretty minimal damage. $33, my goodness. All right. I mean, throw up the beaver emotes. That's fine. That's why we have them. All right, turn 4 here. We're going to start with Abigail. She's going to use SP Drone Fire. She's going to use her cover just to keep it fresh. And then Anti-Physical Mechanism to fill a little bit of morale and put up physical mitigations. But she's going to go first to get rid of the buffs and stuff that the boss put up. Ong is going to use Poised Concentration and 2 Swift Arrows. Hyoh is going to use Torrential, Natural, and Deadly. Chow is going to use, in this order, Arcane Supplementation, Luffy Watchdoggy, Netherworld Stream, and Malediction of Water. Okay, and then Tifa is going to go to the base form just because it's a little bulkier, just in case we need it. And she's going to use Elemental Burst Water and 2 Chi Traps. And we're just going to kind of chain all that together. Before we do, Melissa is going to buff up Chow with Beast and Human Killer, and then just refresh the Shelga so that it is in place for the rest of the fight. And now our morale's going to be full. So I'll just go ahead and chain everybody here. Something like that. Do a little bit of damage. pretty good. We're at 91%. I usually want to land around 90, 91% here. Please don't die. Thank you. That was kind of a lot of damage on Abigail. It was crazy. All right, turn 5, we're ready to burst. So because turn 5, if you cross the threshold, the boss just kind of locks his AI. You can kind of go all out here. So we are going to do that. We're going to use Beast and Human on Ong, and then we're going to just kind of refresh our Bardarkja. There we go. And Abigail is going to chain with Claw of the Dragon. Hyoh is going to chain with his Shift LB. Ong SLB. Chow SLB. And Avalanche Tifa. Fully powered up Shift LB. You don't need to use any of your buffs this turn because we have Arcane Supplementation. The way this chain's going to go is Abigail and Hyoh are going to start the chain. We're going to send Tifa and then send Ong and Chow. And so we'll get a nice big chain here, and Tifa will cap in the middle of it, kind of like this. All right, so the boss is going to lock down. And we're ready to go again. So from here, you just kind of rebuild for the next few turns. Chow is going to go first. Have I done any clears without Hyoh? No. Hyoh is like the ultimate in this Clash of Wills because the boss is weak to light and water, and he does both. So we're going to use Encouraging Waves. Then we're going to use Protectka. We're going to use Beast on Hyoh. And then Bardarkja. And then Hyoh is going to use Sun Glitter. He's going to use Crashing Waves and Unpredictable Tide. That gets rid of all the Mirage stacks and the boss's buffs. So we're ready to do a little bit of damage here. Okay, we're going to try and chain a little bit if we can. Ong is going to use, he's going to put his field back up, Clear Sun, Rolling Mist, and then chain a little bit. There we go. Tifa is going to, at this point, we still have LB for 3 and 5. We still have these boosts for 3 or 5 turns, so we're good. So she can actually just chain a little bit here. She's going to use Unbridled Strength and then 2 Chi Traps. Why not? Abigail's going to use her SLB at the end of the turn. Melissa is going to put up some mitigations. She'll put up Parasol, Shared Immunity, and Hastened Recovery, because I believe we are imperiled again. Yes, we are. So she'll do that first. And starting on turn 6, we need to start using our buffs again. So we'll use Boost Water and Light, Boost Defense and Spirit, Boost Attack and Magic, and then we will attack with Ong and Tifa. Do a little bit of chip damage here, and then Abigail will put up her SLB. Cool. We're almost there. This turn, Tifa is going to just kind of basically just chain. Yeah. Ong is going to use Placid, Awakened, and Chaining. Kaito is going to do Killers, Natural, Deadly. And Chow is just going to use Beast on Tifa, and then Stream 3 times. So we'll go ahead and send all of them. There we go. Do a little bit of chaining. Very good. 34%. Not bad. And then... oh, I forgot to use Killers. Oops. My bad. Beast on Ong. Human on Ong. And we'll go ahead and use... see, I go back and forth. I think on this turn we're going to use... my chart says Minutes of Might. We're going to use Uncontrollable Darkness. There we go. Which I think is going to help us survive this turn. Because we don't need Minutes of Might. We have Clear Sun, so it's fine. And then Abigail is going to Methodical Contingency and Anti-Physical. I'm just looking. Yes, that should be fine. So we'll use Abigail first, and then Melissa. Let's see how we do here. Awesome. Yeah, see, that worked really well. So I'm gonna make a note of that. We'll change that when we're done. And now we're ready to go again. So we're gonna put all our eggs into Chow's basket. We're gonna do Beast, Human, and Seconds of Support on Chow. We're gonna put the buffs up. I like to use all my skills. You guys know this. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy. And then we're just gonna do that same chain again. So Abigail's gonna use Claw of the Dragon. Kaito's gonna shift LB. Ong is gonna base LB. Chow is gonna SLB. And Tifa is going to use her shift LB one more time. Real quick, when I get YouTube comment notifications, do I turn them off for older videos after so many days, or do I go back and read them all? I always go back and read them, and I always try to respond in some way. I would try to either like it, or love it, or respond to it like with a comment myself. So I always go back and read them. Nobody expected extended 99% mitigation. Yes, exactly. So we're gonna use the same chaining that we did before. Abigail and Kaito, wait just a second, Tifa, Ong, and Chow, and hopefully we get the last 34%. What was the cap? My first burst on this clear was 7.4. But we definitely get it. I've gotten over 8 before with this team. This is gonna be our baby burst though. All right. Very close. We got it though. I capped twice, 5.5. Roll that beautiful bean footage. And there's our damage breakdown. So it looks like Ong actually took the lead on this one. So Chow rolled really low. Ideally you want Chow to roll closer to like 5 or 6 billion for the whole fight. But the reality is that Chow only does 2 bursts the whole fight. So his damage looks a little low because he's the person who's using the bracer. He just happened to work the best as far as like when I could work the bracer in. But that is That's why his damage looks low, is because he used one of his bursts to use the bracer. And then Ong bursted 3 times, Kaito bursted 3 times, and Tifa bursted 3 times. So that's why their damage looks pretty good. But I mean, honestly, I mean, this is an old unit as a Neovisions Awakened Plus, or Neovisions Plus. Neovisions Plus Awakened character that is, you know, kind of keeping up with some pretty good damage dealers. It is sad that the bracer is getting nerfed, but it's not being nerfed like universally. It's only taking away those mod buffs. Supposedly only be taking away those mod buffs that should not be extended, which is like the ones that work for like regular attacks. The ones that work for LBs should still work. Which is why I decided to go and get the bracer, because it can still be very useful for certain units. So I went ahead and grabbed it because I feel like it is fairly decent. There's a couple neat combos you can do with certain units that work really well. But there's our damage breakdown, and let's see what we get. Nothing I want. So if you happen to watch this video on YouTube later, I hope that helps. If you've got questions about what you can change out, please feel free to let me know, and we will do our best to try and adjust it. If you got any questions about the gear or anything like that, let me know too, and I'll do everything that I can to try and make that work. But I was pretty excited to take Tifa to this, and we're gonna go and have some fun on Twitch now. So for the time being, that's it.